Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. In this video, I would like to show you how I will do part modeling of this. If you look in this photo, the pulley for the rope. So this pulley, we have rope wrapped around the pulley. The pulley will be mounted onto this lid, and the lid here we have a shaft here. So it will be mounted onto the shaft, and the pulley is wrapped with the rope, and the rope is attached to the handle. And when we pull the handle, it will rotate the pulley. And this pulley is also at the top of the pulley will be mounted the internal gears. Later I will do part modeling of the internal gears. So this pulley will drive the internal gears, and the internal gears will drive the rod that attach with the cutting blades. So when we pull the handle, it will rotate the cutting blades. So in this video, I would like to show you how we do this modeling of this pulley for the rope. So if we look at this photo, this is the bottom view of the pulley, and this is the top view of the pulley. And I also have do some sketches with the dimension of this pulley. So this is the top view. The main diameter is 43. So we have two kind of plate, cylindrical plate. One is at the top by diameter of 43, and the bottom we have a cylindrical plate by the diameter of 37. And also in the middle is connected with the internal cylinder by the diameter of 9. So this is a correction. I should think this would be diameter 9, not 8 at the bottom here. Alright, and also if you look at the top features we have, if you look in this photo, we have a structure of the kind like a structure here. We have kind like a thin wall here, and we have kind like a cylinder, and also protruded cylinder here. And we also have kind of a cross wall here. So okay, let me start do this part modeling of the pulley. So start by the new file and make sure the unit MMGS. So of course I will start at the top plate, then I will do the base plate, the top plate by the diameter of 43. Let me check again. Yeah, the top one is 43, and I will extrude it by the distance of 1. Right, then I will do a bottom plate. If you look in this image, the bottom plate is diameter of 37, and the distance from the top plate is 8. So what I will do, use plane here, then distance of 8, but I go to the bottom side, then I will do a sketch, then I will do the bottom plate by the distance of 37, then I will do extruded boss base, measure the upward direction by the distance of 1. Then I click OK. Okay, if you look again here in the sketch, we have a connecting rod here in the middle by the diameter of 9. Then I will use this plane here, diameter 9. Then I will do extruded boss base, but this I will use option up to surface. So I click at this bottom surface, then it stops at that surface. Alright, if we look again in this photo, the top view of this, we have a extruded cylinder here, and also an extruded rod here, and we have some extruded cylinder here also. Let me do this first. I do the center cylinder. So at this plane, I will create a sketch here, and I create a circle at this point. The size of this, the diameter of this cylinder is, actually I forgot to add the dimension. So the dimension of this middle cylinder here is the same as this middle cylinder, diameter of 9, and the height of this middle cylinder here is about 3. It's the same level with the height of this thin wall here. So the level of extrusion for this from this top surface is 3 for the middle cylinder. So I will do extrude wall space by the distance of 3. Right. And also, if you look, we have this hollow cylinder. We have a drill through hole here, and since the thickness is 1, I will do since the outer diameter is 9, so the thickness is 1, so this internal cylinder will be 7. Then I will do extruded cut through all. Then we have a hole there. Alright, next thing to do, if you look in this image, we have a structure. We have a 2 cylinder here. The distance of these 2 cylinders, if you look here, 25, and the diameter of the cylinder is 3, and the height of the extrusion is 3 plus 4 is 7. Alright, so here in this at this plane, I will create a midpoint line, make sure it is horizontal, and I give the dimension of 25. Sorry, 25. And I must set this to construction geometry. And these 3. Extruded is turned to 4 units. Okay, let me save my file. And if you look again in this sketch, we have another cylinder here, diameter 6, and it's a hollow cylinder, thickness 1, and the height of that is 3 plus 1 is 4. And the distance from here to this kind, we have a kind like a structure here is 24. So in order for me to do that, so I will create a display again. I will create the midpoint line and make sure it is vertical by a distance of 24, and I change it to construction geometry, and I give a diameter of 6. Then I will do offset thickness 1, but go for reverse direction. Then I will extrude four. Alright, Okay, to create this wall, okay, to create this wall, if you look in this photo again, we have a thin wall here. For this thin wall, I will not use rib. I will use the most basic approach. I create a line. The wall, if I look at it carefully, the wall height is the same level of this protruding cylinder here. Level is 4, so I will create at this plane. So I make a correction here. So the distance of this side is 3 and this one is 4. This one's supposed to be 3, not 4. So it will be at the same level. So to create the wall structure, so I will do at this plane. Okay, so I will create. The first thing to do is I select all the circular edges. Hold on my Control K and convert that to entity. So we have a trace. We have a trace circular. A trace circle from that circular edges. So what I will do, let me go to normal view. Then I will draw a line from this center point up until here. And okay, I will do a midpoint line from this up until this quadrant, and I will change it to construction geometry. And also I will do midpoint line from these two quadrants and change that to construction geometry. Okay, okay, I just need to draw another line at this point up until here. Okay, this line to the circle is tangent, and this line to the circular edge is also tangent. And we know the distance here is 24. So I give a distance from here to here is 24. Let me drag this point to make it a little bit. Let me drag this point to make it shorter. Then I will do the same for the right side. I create a line from this center point up until here, and I draw this line up until here. Then I will make this to this tangent, and this one to the circular edge tangent. Okay, now I will do trimming. I'll trim this portion, trim this segment, so trim this side, trim this portion, and I will trim this portion and also the internal curve, and I have this kind of shape. Okay, since the thickness is 1, so what I will do an offset of distance 1. So I will do offset distance 1. I select this line. Make sure the selection is on. If not, it's only detect one segment. Selection is on, so it will detect all the closed loop. And the distance is 1. It go reverse, it go inward. Make sure it goes outward. Then I will click OK. So I have this profile for me to do boss extrude. So under features here, I will do extrude boss base. Okay, for this one, please take note on this. This is also very important. I'm using okay, direction is downward. I'm using blind up to surface. Now I click the surface. Okay, under here, this is very important. Do not use this. I have to use contours, selected contours. So I select the portion that I need, only this portion that I need to extrude to the surface. Then I click OK. So I have these thin wall features like as shown in this photo. Alright, let me save my file. Okay, I need to make some adjustment here. If actually this rod, the height is not, if I already made it, height is 4. Actually the height of that rod is 3 plus 4 is 7, so I need to make an adjustment. 7. So actually it's a little bit longer. Alright, the next thing to do, okay, I have already completed the top parts of this pulley. If you look at the photo of the bottom view of this pulley, we have these pictures. So I will, in my Solidworks, I will go for this bottom plate. So I create a sketch at this plane. If you look in this sketch, this bottom view of the pulley, we have an extruded cylinder here. By diameter is also, I may question this, actually not 9. This one must be, this diameter is supposed to be diameter 9 as well, and thickness is 1, the hollow cylinder. So by extrude by 3. So in this plane, I can select these edges. I convert to entities, and also I do offset of 1. Then I will do by the distance of 3. So we have a extended cylinder there. Alright, the next move, if we look the photo of this bottom view of this pulley, we have this extruded cylinder is have a cutout at a certain angle. So let me make that cutout. Let me check. Okay, I will do at this plane. The first thing, I select these 2 edges of the circular edge, convert that to entities. Let me go to normal view. Then I will draw a line up until touch the circular edges. Then I will do center line from this point to this quadrant. Then I make a mirror of this line, mirror about the center line. Let me give a proper angle. I think it's about 45 degrees. Okay, let me drag it a bit. Then I will do some trimming here. I will trim this portion, and also this. This part need to be trimmed. I click OK. Alright, we have lost the relation here, so I need to select this one, and the center point need to be coincident, and also this line and this center point need to be coincident, so we have fully defined. Okay, so these pictures I will do extrude, not extrude, sorry, will do extruded cut. Direction is upward and make sure it's throughout. Then I have the cutout of it. Okay, next thing is we have a small shaft here. The diameter is, if you look at my sketch, diameter is 2, and okay, at this plane again I make a sketch. So I will do I need to create a center line from here up until where is the position. Since the outer diameter is 9, let's put some dimension of let's go for 10. Sorry, it's supposed to be the radius is 5, and I will do circle of diameter 2. Let me extrude up to surface. So I have the this small shaft here. Actually, this just to tell you, this features is, since this is the bottom of the pulley, this component here, the shaft here, is meant for us to have a coil spring that will be wrapped around here. So this is the bottom of the pulley. So we have a coil spring. One end of the coil spring will be hooked on the shaft, and it will wrap in coil shape spiral, and the other end of the coil spring will be hooked on this hook on this slot of this lid. So we have a coil spring there. Alright, let me check. The last thing to do for this pulley, if you look at this middle cylinder here, since there will be a rope will be wrapped around the cylinder, so better if we make these edges with a curved surface. So we need to fillet. So I will do a fillet radius of 3. Then I will select these 2 circular edges, so we have more like a curved surface, so it will be more easy for the rope to wrap rather than we have straight edges. Okay, let me make a final check of this part modeling. Okay, I think I have made some minor mistake here. Actually, this hole will not stop at the surface. It will be cut through holes up until the surface, because these holes, since we have the rope will be wrapped around the pulley, one end of the rope will pass through this hole, and there will be knot here at the end of the rope, so it will be locked at this cylinder, and the other end of the rope will be directly connected to the handle. So what I will do here is at this sketch plane, I create a sketch. So I will trace these circular edges. I do convert to entities, so this will be extruded cut, and I will use up to surface. Then I click OK. So we have holes there for the rope to be passed through these holes. Alright, I think that's all for the modeling of this pulley. Alhamdulillah, I've completed this part modeling of this pulley for the rope. So inshallah, in the next video I will show you how I do part modeling for the internal gears and also the other components. Okay, but do not forget to click like and subscribe my video. Okay, I see you soon in the next video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.